Good morning. I'm Carly Werner and I've been engaged by the RSPCA to develop this communication plan. The RSPCA is a not-for-profit charity animal welfare organisation providing shelters and veterinary hospitals throughout New South Wales. RSPCA New South Wales currently operates 10 shelters, 4 veterinary hospitals and 2 care centres. The RSPCA work with local councils, state and federal governments and other groups such as community organisations, farmers, professional associations and wildlife authorities to ensure the rights of animals are upheld. As Australia's pre-eminent animal welfare organisation, the RSPCA provides a strong voice for animals experiencing cruelty and neglect. They are committed to the care and welfare of animals. In 1995, duck shooting was banned in New South Wales due to animal cruelty, but it is currently still allowed on private land. It's estimated that at least 1 in 4 birds shot escape wounded, only to suffer from untreated wounds and potentially die a slow and painful death. After 2 decades of protection from shooters, ducks are under threat of the sport of duck shooting becoming legal once again. Duck season may have been abolished in New South Wales, but almost 200,000 native ducks were killed by hunters in the state in the past 7 years. Figures obtained from the Environmental Department show these ducks were shot on more than 1,500 private properties under the guise of pest eradication to protect rice crops. This communication plan is primarily targeting environmentalists, stakeholders and employees involved with the RSPCA, the Coalition Against Duck Hunting and the general public. The secondary target audience for this communication plan is the government and shooting organisations, including members of Australian bird hunters and the Shooters and Fishers New South Wales. A key message in New South Wales recently has been to stop New South Wales legalising duck shooting. Duck shooting was previously banned and this law is now under threat from the New South Wales government. As duck hunting is still allowed on private land, many of these ducks being shot are not threatening rice fields and farms. The key message of this communication plan is to eradicate night duck shooting and for the RSPCA to support the key message of stopping the legalisation of duck shooting in New South Wales. By bringing to the attention of the New South Wales public that when hunters are invading these wetlands the ducks call home, all safety is gone. Their tranquility is shattered by the bang of gunfire. Flocks of terrified ducks scatter as they feel the sting of shotgun pellets, penetrates their bodies and can even break their bones. If these ducks aren't killed instantly, then their death can be a slow and painful one. The goal is for RSPCA New South Wales to engage the target audience and to advise them that sadly, every season, hundreds of thousands of ducks are legally slaughtered, with many sustaining injuries and made to endure a slow and painful death. This will be run through a 2-month campaign. The RSPCA will support and promote the key message. 3 specific and measurable communication objectives would include, first, a 2-month social media campaign run through the RSPCA Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages. The RSPCA New South Wales Facebook page has over 116,000 followers. This campaign would take place between March and April before the harvesting of rice crops, and it would include how most of these ducks are not a threat to rice farms. This would bring awareness to the target audience of how little these ducks are threatening rice crops. Secondly, shaping attitudes through the RSPCA website, informing the target audience of the figures and statistics from the Environmental Department of the number of ducks being killed yearly on these private properties, whom are covered under the Act of Pest Eradication to protect rice crops. Third, a 4-week magazine and newspaper publication campaign. This would have stories and imagery of the ducks being shot and injured and left to die, provoking sensitivity among readers and to encourage action from the target audience. These 3 objectives would cover the 3 major key objectives of a marketing communication plan. A creative program for the 3 objectives would include, first, the social media campaign. RSPCA New South Wales would include regular updates and imagery throughout Facebook. Through Twitter, RSPCA New South Wales would establish the hashtag of Help the RSPCA Stop New South Wales Legalising Duck Shooting. This would be used throughout the RSPCA Twitter page and employees and stakeholders of RSPCA, with the aim of the public coming on board with the hashtag. Over the 2 months, RSPCA will post regular imagery of these ducks to provoke a sensitive response, including the above hashtag used through all 3 social media sites. The RSPCA website will provide one powerful key message and image, and through this they will post figures and statistics across the website campaign. The 4-week magazine and newspaper campaign would share weekly stories and imagery of provoking sensitive responses from readers. To evaluate how the communication plan went against the 3 key objectives, first, the RSPCA will look at activity on social media sites. This would include likes, comments, followers, loss of followers, and how many times the hashtag was used. With the RSPCA website, looking at activity levels, visitors to the sites, comments, and during the 2-month period, how many extra comments and visitors to the Environmental Department website. With the magazine and newspaper campaign, a look at comments on their websites to see if comments and letters were sent in regarding the key message across these 2 platforms. Thank you for your time.